I help you, gentlemen?
No, mira.
This seems to be the problem, gentlemen.
Well, you know what the problem is?
Jimmy spent all his savings to open an auto repair store in town, but the local gangsters were always coming in to collect protection money. Mark said that for $5,000 a month, he could get their protection. Jimmy's friends didn't want the hassle, so they decided to pay the protection money. After all, it would be a bad idea for them to mess with the local gangs when they first arrived in town. But Jimmy had always hated bullying assholes, so he refused the bully's request. This provocative behavior angered Mark. He ordered his men to teach Jimmy a lesson.
Well, then I'm gonna take something. Any suggestions?
Just keep walking, man.
Hey, don't turn your fucking back on me. Hey, destroyalo.
Jimmy quickly knocked Mark's men to the ground with a wrench, but Mark didn't panic. He said it wasn't over and left with his men. Later that night, Jimmy came home from work and saw Mark in front of his house.
Hey, payback's a bitch. Have a nice day.
Jimmy realized something was wrong. By the time he got into the house, his wife and son weren't breathing. The police arrived at the scene of the crime. The sheriff asked Jimmy if he'd seen the killer, but he just stood there in silence. As the crowd wondered, Jimmy suddenly rushed to his car. His only thought was to avenge his family's death. After a long search, Jimmy arrived at the gangsters' hangout. Mark's car was parked in front of a bar. Jimmy quickly turned the car around, grabbed his gun and went in.